Hello everyone, WB here. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Welcome, or if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. In this video, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how you can get enrollment in Microsoft Intune set up so that your devices can enroll into the Microsoft Intune platform. I'll also show you how that you can allow your users to join their devices to Microsoft Entra ID. Remember, as always, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. You can always like, share, and comment. Click that notification bell so that you can be aware of all of the videos as they are released. With that said, everybody, what do you say? It's time. Let's dive in. Here we are on my Windows desktop, and I'm logged into a few different administrative portals, if you will, or centers as they're called. Again, I'll use that interchangeably. And I'm not sure which one you're going to encounter on the exam, so this is a good way to kind of show you three different ones, although the last one that we're going to look at here is the Azure portal. I'm not sure if that's going to show up on the MD 102 exam, but either way, if it happens to, it does. If not, you get a little bit more added bonus here. So we're going to look at the Intune Admin Center. Keep in mind, I will put this information, these portals to log in the links in the description, so check that out as well. And then we're going to switch on over to the Microsoft Entra ID, or Microsoft Entra in general. We'll look at the identity aspect, keeping in mind that Entra is a variety of different products, if you will. I know I kind of sound like I'm a salesperson for Microsoft, but I assure you, I am not. And then finally, we'll go over to the Azure portal, and we'll look at this, right, specifically the identity piece of this that you can also launch here as well too. All right, so what do you say we go ahead? Let's hop on over. Typically when you log into the Intune Admin Center, you're going to be on your dashboard. Your dashboard will probably look a little bit different. I've got some customizations on mine. But what we want to do is we want to select devices over here, right? After you select devices, you're going to see that the devices overview blade is where you start out. Then from here, what we want to do is we want to go to Windows. And after we go to Windows, you're going to see we've got a variety of the different attributes that we can configure when it comes to Windows. And what I want to do is focus in really specifically on the enrollment piece right here, right? Once you choose enrollment, you're going to see you got a variety of different options here. But what I want to do is show you how to configure automatic enrollment, right? And if we look at automatic enrollment, if I could just zoom out there a little bit, we can almost get there. Try to zoom in as much as possible. So if you're like me and you got 4 eyes, trust me, I can tell you, you're going to need all of the help you can get. So we're going to select automatic enrollment. And then after we select automatic enrollment, that happened a little bit fast. Let me jump back out here, because if you haven't set the authority to Intune, you're going to see just for a brief moment that it asks you to do that. I have, so it kind of skips past that page. But if I choose, again, enrollment, automatic enrollment, you might still see that you have to set the MDM authority here, but for me, I already have. So here is where you can set the MDM user scope, and then this is where it allows devices to register with Microsoft Entra ID. Now, keeping in mind, right, when we talk about registration versus like a join of Entra ID, right? A join is, think of the traditional Active Directory join, right? A registered device is a device that you don't have the full control capabilities over, but it doesn't require full enrollment anyways. But regardless, registration is still required for all devices. It's the starting point, even if it is a domain join device. So we can see we have the MDM user scope here set. And I encourage you, if you're studying, check these little information bubbles out here, because it gives you really good information. Just like if you're doing something in AWS, the documentation is very good. Use the information here, and also I'll tell you, it'll just increase your studies. Now, there are 3 different default URLs that you should have here. Now, if you're ever, you might run into a scenario where there's a potential that your device, when you go to enroll it inside of Intune, it doesn't find the discovery URL. You can copy that from here and manually paste it just to test, to make sure your configurations are right. But if it isn't the defaults here, I would highly recommend restoring to those defaults, right? And you can just click that and it'll restore the default URLs, you know, in an instance where, you know, you might be doing some troubleshooting. Now, if you want to implement Windows information protection, this is where you can control the data on a device. You can set this. However, this is going to be set to none. Now, if you want to understand the difference between these two, I encourage you. I'll put a link in the description below to my Discord server. I've actually got a good article, quite a few articles on the concepts around what I'm demonstrating here. You know, if you are on Discord, look for my Discord server, join and be a part of the community. It's, you know, I'm not, you know, you can gain access to that information, right, just to help yourself out, kind of a way to give back to the community. All right, so once we have this done, that is really it, right? That allows our devices to start to enroll. Now, let's switch on over to Microsoft Intra itself. And you're going to notice that by default, when we're in the Intra Admin Center, right, we've got quite a few different options here, right? But what we want is the identity aspect. This is what was formerly known as Azure AD. Again, so it's a Intra ID, but it is a directory service. It's the identity backing store, essentially, for the Microsoft ecosystem when it comes to their SaaS and cloud-based offerings. All right. Next up, what we'll do here, let me kind of zoom out so we can get our bearings here. We're going to kind of scroll down, right? And let me collapse this, because if this is the first time you've been here, what you might see is as you scroll down in identity there, let me do this here, you can see that it kind of collapses some of the settings that we need here, right? And believe it or not, we did this from devices inside of the Intune portal. Remember, we were in the devices section to do this. Don't let this fool you on the exam. It's in a different location, right? It is not, right? We'll try better English there. It is not under devices, right? So you have to choose show more here, and then you're going to expand out settings. And under settings, you're going to see this mobility option. And when we choose mobility, this is where you can see what your MDM authority is. For us, it's Microsoft Intune, and we're going to select this. And you can see essentially the same settings that we've seen inside of the Intune Admin Center as well. No different. Again, keep in mind restoring those defaults. For instance, if you know, service discovery can't happen, right? Which can happen from time to time, or it might be a misconfiguration in your settings here. So this is where you can enable your enrollment here as well. And let's go ahead. Let's hop on over to devices for a second. I want to just select devices, and then I want to select overview. All right, and right when we look at overview under devices and we go to device settings here, here's where you also need to make sure that you have, for your Windows devices to join Microsoft Entra, I want you to keep in mind that you want to make sure that you have all selected here, or they will not perform automatic enrollment. So that's one more thing that we do have to configure here. Now, last but not least, let's go to the Azure portal. When we go to the Azure portal here, again, links in the description below. We can choose the Microsoft Entra ID tile here. I'm here kind of a lot when I'm in Azure doing things. So you can also use the global search field up here too, if it's not in your recent searches. But really the configurations are going to be the same over here, everyone, right? So default directory, we kind of scroll down, you'll see devices, what we seen earlier, you know, with our devices. And oops, if I select devices, if I can select devices, right, you're going to see device settings, same thing here, no different than what we've seen, right? So do keep that in mind. And when we, let me get out of devices here, go back to the default directory. And if we scroll down in this, we don't have to choose the show more, but notice it's the same thing. We got mobility, and that's the mobile device management and the Windows information protection settings. We can select that, right? And it looks pretty much the same. We're going to select our MDM authority here, and we can see those different configurations, right? So fairly straightforward process, but that is how you can get automatic enrollment set up, and you'll be plenty more to come. So as always, keep watching the channel. Again, like I've said, shameless plug here. If you like what you see, remember to share, like, subscribe, all of that stuff, right? Comment, as well as joining our community Discord server where we can continue this conversation and you can gain access to a great variety of resources, as well as communicate with other like-minded people like you as well. So thank you so much for taking the time and joining me.